today I'm going to be filming a video about how to make this DIY desk, and I'm using my phone to film. I think it's something with my front facing camera's microphone like isn't working or something, but I think the back camera works. So if I'm like not in frame or whatever, just know it's because I'm using the back camera. So oh well. This is the desk that I made with my dad, and I think it looks really cool, and it really reminds me of like Full House. I don't know why, but it reminds me of Full House. And if you don't know, I love the 90s, and I'm trying to make my whole like aesthetic and my whole life 90s. I think this project was really cheap. The only thing that was kind of expensive was the paint, and we really didn't even need that much paint. So if you're gonna do this project, don't get a gallon of paint like we did, because we did not need it. But that was the only thing that cost like $30-ish or something. My dad's a contractor, so he knew a lot about this, like a lot more than I did, and he had a lot of the stuff already. I'm the one that had this idea. He just kind of helped me with it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is how the desk started out looking. So here's where we sanded it. He's using the electric sander, but we ended up just using like sandpaper. So and here's where I was sanding, because I did help. Me and my dad, we always do like projects and stuff like this together, so I always help, and I love doing DIYs and stuff because I've been watching a lot of like the Sorry Girls and Mr. Kate and At Home with Nikki, and they do a lot of furniture DIYs, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can DIY this. This is where my phone kind of messed up because I was filming it in the car and it overheated. So here's where we just wiped it down. He used paint thinner, I think, because water messes it up or something. Here's where we primed it, and yes, I did help prime it. I had a lot of fun doing that, but of course I couldn't like film it and prime it, so I did help with that though. So here's how it looks after it was primed, and I think our paint had primer in it, but I'm not sure. Okay, but here's how it looked. And this is the paint we used, and I used Laughing Taffy. That's what I used. He was telling me to paint the inside first, so then we could just stand it up and paint the outside. So that's why I'm just watching, and then he gave me the baton to paint, or I mean like the paintbrush. So here I am painting, because like I said, I love doing DIYs and stuff. And honestly, this DIY did not take that long. Like he said it was going to take a few days, and it literally took one day like for us to complete all of this. So it didn't even take that long, and it was just like, you know, like a nice Sunday and stuff. And if you don't know, I do online school, so this is why I needed a desk, because before this I did not have a desk. So that was our first coat, and here's our second coat of paint, and we waited for it to dry. So this was at night, and we brought it inside to paint it. If you have a roller or a brush, they both work perfectly fine. And we didn't paint underneath it because nobody's going to be like underneath it, so it didn't really need to be painted. And we didn't paint the back. And I chose pink because I thought it went really well with the chair that I have to go with my desk. So yeah, I was going to choose like a really pastel pink, but then when I was looking at the paint swatches at Lowe's, I was like, I think I'm going to go with the hot pink, or like the not as pastel. And I think it looks really good. Like I'm really proud of this. So here's how it looked after we painted it, and here's the next day. And see what I said, it goes well with the chair, right? Doesn't it? Okay. Hope you all enjoy this video. Have a great day and night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!